All right, everyone, let's dive into Paulo Coelho's incredible masterpiece, The Alchemist. We're going to break down the biggest lessons from this book, lessons about having the guts to chase down those dreams you just can't shake.
So yeah, this book is about a shepherd's journey, but really, it's holding up a mirror and asking you a huge question. What is your personal legend? It's not just for the character in the story, it's a question that cuts right to the heart of how we're all living our lives. And this right here, this is the central idea of the entire book, your personal legend. Think of it as your true calling, that one big thing you've always, deep down, wanted to do. You know, the dream that kind of excites you and terrifies you all at once. Okay, so let's meet our guy, Santiago. He is a shepherd, he loves his freedom, his flock, life is pretty simple and predictable. But then this dream starts showing up, over and over again, a super vivid dream about a hidden treasure waiting for him all the way over at the Egyptian pyramids. He starts to realize, hey, this isn't just some random dream. It feels more like a message from his soul pointing him towards something bigger than his comfortable everyday life. And isn't that something we all struggle with? We love our comfort zones, even when we know there's something more out there for us. Right when he's wrestling with all this mysterious old king just appears out of nowhere. And he tells Santiago, "You're not crazy." He explains that when we're kids, we all know our personal legend. Our dreams are crystal clear. But then, well, life happens. The world tells us to be realistic, and we start to believe our biggest dreams are impossible. But here's the catch. Answering that call to chase your dream, it's never easy. It's going to cost you something. And the universe, it has a funny way of testing your commitment right from the very start. So to even start his journey, Santiago has to make this massive sacrifice. He sells his sheep, all of them. I mean, this isn't just his job, it's his whole life, his identity, and he trades it all for just the possibility of a dream. And that test, it comes immediately. The second he steps onto a new continent, in Tangier, bam, he gets robbed of every last penny. He's left totally alone with nothing in a land where he doesn't even speak the language. And this is a moment we all face, right? When things go horribly wrong, what do? Do you get bitter and just give up? Or do you look for the lesson and decide to grow from it? That's the choice Santiago has to make, right then and there. Instead of just giving up, Santiago makes a choice. He gets a job working for a local crystal merchant. And this decision ends up becoming an entire year of learning some pretty profound lessons, especially about patience. What's so fascinating here is you see two totally different ways of thinking. The crystal merchant, he's a good guy, but he's actually afraid of achieving his dream of going to Mecca. He thinks if he does it, he'll have nothing left to live for. But Santiago, he sees things differently. For him, it's the chase, the possibility of the dream that makes life worth living. I mean, that line is just so powerful. It shows you that sometimes the biggest obstacle isn't the fear of failing. It's the fear of succeeding, the fear of what comes next. That can be so paralyzing, it keeps us from ever even starting. So Santiago earns his money back, and then some. He's ready to go. He joins a caravan heading right into the huge, silent Sahara Desert, and it's out here that his real spiritual education begins. Out in the desert, he meets all these important people. There's an Englishman who thinks all the answers to life are in books. Spoiler alert, they're not. He meets Fatima, a woman who teaches him that real love supports your journey, it doesn't stop it. And finally, he meets the Alchemist, who shows him that wisdom isn't something you read, it's something you live. This is a massive turning point. Santiago falls hard for Fatima, and for a minute he thinks about giving up his whole quest just to stay with her. But she's the one who teaches him this huge lesson. True love doesn't hold you back. If it's real, it pushes you towards your destiny. So after surviving tribal wars, facing his deepest fears, and being tested to his absolute limit, Santiago finally makes it. He is standing there right in front of the incredible Egyptian pyramids, ready to find the treasure he gave up everything for. This is the one belief that's kept him going the whole time. This idea that if you truly want something, the universe will have your back. It's a powerful thought. But now that he's at the finish line, is the universe going to deliver? What is he about to find? So after all that, all the sacrifice, the long journey, the hard lessons, what was actually waiting for him buried in the sand? He digs like a madman, his heart pounding, and he finds nothing, just sand. And to make things even worse, he gets brutally beaten and robbed again. But it's in that moment of complete despair, as the robbers are making fun of him for chasing a stupid dream, that the final, incredible secret is revealed. The physical treasure, the gold, was actually buried back where he started, under the very tree he used to sleep under with his flock. He had to go all the way to Egypt just to learn where home was. The journey wasn't about the gold. The real treasure was the person he became along the way, the wisdom, the love, the courage he found inside himself.
So, what does this all mean for us? Well, The Alchemist basically gives us a roadmap. It's about listening to your gut, paying attention to your own dreams, taking that first scary step, and seeing setbacks as lessons, not roadblocks. It's about choosing to grow instead of just staying comfortable. In the end, the book teaches us that the goal of life isn't to find a treasure chest. It's about the process of alchemy, of turning ourselves into something more precious. The greatest treasure you'll ever find is the person you become while chasing your dreams. So what journey is out there, waiting to transform you?